Okay, we now move on to IELTS speaking part 2, and your topic is describe a piece of equipment that is important in your home. So you'll now have to speak on this topic for 1 to 2 minutes.
Well, there are many tools in my house such as LED, microwave oven, vacuum cleaner, so on. And I use all these equipments accordingly. But that time I would like to talk about the equipment which is refrigerator. My father bought this refrigerator from a nearby store approximately 10 years ago. Before that, it is very difficult for us to prevent the foods such as fruits, vegetables and other things. But after purchasing the refrigerator, it is very easy for us to keep and store all the things very effectively. The store from where the market from where we bought all the things like vegetables, fruits and other things, it is too far from our house, and it is very difficult for us on the daily basis to go there and to buy all the things on the daily basis. So that's why we bought the things for a whole week, and this is the reason that it is very important equipment in our house which make us easy to prevent all the food items and to cool with the water and other things. So I think it plays a very important role in our life, in our home. So we prefer to use.
Okay, that's good. You spoke for 1 minute 37 seconds, which is perfectly all right. Overall, you spoke fluently, you spoke well, but I found grammatical mistakes. Like initially you said that time. It should have been this time, right?
Yes.
This time I'll talk about it. And then 2 times you used wrong tense. Actually, when you said before that, and after before that you said it is. It should have been it was. Then you said after that, after buying the refrigerator, again it should have been it was.
Yes.
And then a couple of times you mentioned the things you buy, and you talked about the things which you generally buy. For that you should use present, not past. Like you said, we bought things for whole week. It should be we buy things for whole week, right? Okay. So now we buy things for whole week and all that. So main mistakes are related to tenses, and you're using wrong tense, but not very frequent one. On like 3-4 occasions you did that, right? Now we go on to speaking part 3. How do you think modern technology has changed the way we work?
Yes, of course, the modern technology has a great impact on our lives because as earlier, if we look at the early times, then for example, we want to call, we want to communicate with others, then it is very difficult for us.
You're talking about past now, you're saying early times it is difficult. It should have been it was very difficult for us. This is what you need to focus, okay? Let's go on. Do you think that operating equipment at work can ever have some bad effect on the body?
Yes, obviously the equipments that we use in our workplace can have a bad effects on our lives. So it is very important for the organization or the seniors to train the worker that how to use that equipment, that device, and how to tackle other things.
Okay, it's better to talk about the bad effects of the equipment instead of telling how to use that, because the question is about the side effects of using the equipment. You may talk about laptop or any other device like that, right? Okay, one last question. Do you think it's important for employees to be trained to use the equipment at workplace?
Yes, it is very important for us, for an organization to train their employees. If the employees are well trained, then they can use easily all the equipment that are using in their daily workplaces.
Which are commonly used on their workplaces, right?
Which are commonly used on their workplaces. If they have no training that how to use, for example, that how to use a laptop, then laptop software, then they cannot do their work very effectively. If they are trained, then they can use the software very effectively and produce more things, there are more productions and more
Okay.
effectively they can
All
work.
right. Overall, it's good. I mean, you understand the question, but you know these grammar mistakes are the hurdle, and the
Okay.
grammar mistakes are you use the wrong tense.
Tense.
Just try to overcome that. And for part 3, I would advise you to focus the question, not to deviate from the question. Just
Okay.
focus what the question is. If the question is about the side effects, only talk about side effects,
Side
right?
effects.
So at present, looking at all these things, I'll give you a 6 band. But with a little extra effort, you can easily make it 6.5 and then further 7, right?
Okay.
Thank you.